Hi, y'all. So this is part two of my boyfriend's ex fiance, ex friend of mine, so forth. So if you don't know what the heck is going on, watch the first video. It should be uploaded already. But anyway, so um, my friend, she was my friend. We were all couple friends, Brandon, Kathy, and Jonathan and me. We were all friends, and like I said, Kathy had some drug issues. She lived with her mom, and so her mom raised her. Her mom is raising her daughter. It was very common for Kathy to um, let her daughter go days without going to school. Her clothes were always too small on her. Her shoes were dirty. She was dirty. I mean, she just did not take care of her daughter. And Brandon's family actually called CPS a couple of times on her. And his mom had given her clothes and um, realized that Kathy was not taking care of Mercy, and her daughter's name is Mercy, which I think is a cute name. But anyway, she realized that she wasn't being taken care of, and so she gave her money, she gave her clothes, she did as much as she could. Um, Child Protective Services came out and investigated her quite a bit, but her mom would always bail her out of that. And anyway, and Kathy has been thrown in jail a couple of times for a couple things that she's done. And at the time when they were dating, there was one time I remember where she was caught. I don't remember what it was that happened. Shoplifting, I think, something. And she called Brandon in tears and he bailed her out. So it was just. Now he's like, I should have just left her in there. She hasn't learned to pay the consequences. Her mom would always bail her out. Brandon would bail her out. Anyway, so basically the whole time that Brandon dated her, it was an absolute nightmare for him. Um, at the time, and I understand. I've been in a dysfunctional relationship, so I can understand how hard it is to get out of it. Because I know people, like women who are being beaten by their boyfriends or girlfriends, whatever, what boyfriends or husbands. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess girlfriends. I don't know. People are like, well, why don't they just leave? But it's not that easy, and it took me a while to be able to leave Jonathan. And I know Brandon just has such a big heart, and I think he felt obligated to her, especially since her daughter was involved. I think he felt like he was the only father that she had, and he was stuck, and he had no out. So anyway, but his mom just told me story after story of just horrible things that Kathy has done to their family. Um, every time she would come over to their house, his mom did a drug test on her. Every single time it was positive. Finally, his parents stood up to her and said, you know what, we want to protect our family, and you can't come over here if you're high. We don't want any drugs on our property. We don't want anything to do with you if you're high. Um, but she would lie to them about Brandon. She told them that Brandon was an alcoholic. She accused Brandon of doing all kinds of stuff. She accused everybody. Her dad, friends that betrayed her in her mind. She would accuse everybody. She would just go psycho. Honestly, she would just go ballistic. One time Brandon's mom told me, and this was around the time that they broke up, but she was trying to talk to Brandon, and Brandon had ended things, so he didn't want to talk to her. And she texted him and told him, I'm coming over to talk to you. And he's just like, hell no, I don't want to talk to you. So he gets in his truck, and it's like January and it's all snowing and everything. He gets in his truck and tries to drive away, and Kathy pulls up and she sees him. And Brandon's dad says that he's like doing some stuff on the roof of the house, fixing some stuff, and he sees her truck pull up. Kathy jumps out of her truck. Her daughter is in the truck. She jumps out of the truck, starts running after Brandon because she saw him driving off. Did not put the car in park. The car starts rolling down the road towards a busy highway with Mercy in the car, and Brandon's dad's like, oh my God, and, someone help. And then Brandon's mom came running out and she like waved at the traffic and tried to stop the traffic from slamming into the car with Mercy in the car. And she jumped in the car and put it in park and was able to get it off the side of the road. But that's just how psychotic she is. So she just like, when she gets on those rages, it does not have any reason at all. And I'm running out of time again, so I'll do the last part 3. Look for part 3.